Meet Chris Spence from Winnipeg, Manitoba. He's a digital warrior and internet guru. Chris, you're on the air.
Hi, Chris.
Ready. Thank you.
Can he sit on the books?
No, there's a seat right there.
Mm-hmm.
My man Marcos, Peruvian Prince.
It's always a challenge being, a youth, being Aboriginal.
But we're not going to be youth for long.
My name is Christopher Spence. What do you call a digitized warrior? No.
So would you say that this aside from being your passion is the way to reach the world?
Well, I see it as it's a new medium, right? I looked at radio broadcasting, and I looked at the effects of, how the CBC had on, the northern communities when it was first introduced, right? And it's sort of like, this culture shock to our people, like, way up there in the north. And, the kids weren't speaking their language anymore. They were speaking English. They were mimicking all the cartoons or whatnot they would see on TV, and, So I sort of see this as a new medium, and it's like it's like their early frontier, or what do you say, the new frontier sort of thing. Audio is a signal, right? Audio is a stream, right? When you start talking, right, you're creating a stream, right? You're creating waves. So you're, electrifying your waves. I'm sending this all the way through that wire, all the way down underneath, and then the wire's coming back, connected into this one channel, and thereby it's being channeled and processed and going out the speakers, and in a minute I can connect it so it'll go out my modem, out through the phone line and out onto the internet. You need a computer, you need a connection to the internet, a computer that's capable of using one of the types of architectures which allows you to stream media. You need some content next, right?
So you can just play your own music?
Play your own music, play your own CD collection, Get yourself a little microphone. You can get yourself a microphone like for $10 now and plug it into your computer and start talking away. Used to travel all the major fairs and expositions that were taking place throughout Canada. We'd travel around, and in 1991 they decided to make me start calling bingo, or it was prize bingo. So I had a big crowd going, and I was the #1 caller for so many years, and I always filled the tent, and I had friends all over in different cities, young friends, old friends, and so really popular in that that world. And then along comes this Gary Farmer fella, and he says, hey, you have a cool voice on the microphone, and we want to build an Aboriginal radio station in Toronto. You want to be a host? You want to be on the radio? Come and help us build this thing, right? He believes that there's hidden talents in everybody, right? So he basically gave me the opportunity to get involved in a project, and this project was going to entail linking up all the Aboriginal stations in the United States and in Canada. Had an opportunity just to walk right in there and not really knowing a whole lot about broadcasting in general, but the whole experience really opened my eyes to wow, there's this whole industry up up and running. This is going to be a little disorientating. See, hear the feedback? It's bouncing from here in Toronto to the server that's hosting us somewhere else in Toronto, then bouncing off a server in California, and then bouncing all the way back to that one computer. That's why it's making that delay. So my voice at this speed is just jumping all over the place. You can go to university, you can go to college, but technology is moving so fast in today's world that the people that develop the curriculum at these institutions, they cannot develop it quick enough for you, the student. You get an understanding of how the internet works, right? Look into it. They're talking about it in mainstream papers. They're talking about it. There's information on the internet,
It's on my computer. Susan, here he is. Cut.
You keep teaching people, and they keep teaching people, and on and on and on.
That's what I'm saying. I want to only digitize myself for like a period of 2 days and allow people to control me from different parts of the world live as I'm walking down the street. I play pool. Pool is a game of physics. When two objects collide, they always leave each other at right angles. So if you look at a pool game, just look at all those little orbs bouncing around, leaving each other at right angles whenever you take a shot.
Wow.
So that's what you have to do.
That's really deep.
What gets me up every morning is that people say that you can't do that. You don't know what you're thinking. I like to prove otherwise. I like to say that, you know, you see the CBC, we can do the CBC. We can do the CBC. We can do that, and we can show them how to do it for next to nothing. We don't need all that federal money. If we can do it by ourselves, you know, I think that's really good too.
Do you want to be a digital warrior? Well, stay tuned because this is your resource minute.
If you want to check out more about Chris Spence's world, find him at chagoosh.com.
Aboriginal Multimedia Society offers loads